morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to have a little bit of a chat about a new advent calendar, which is coming out for the Pokemon trading card game. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. As it stands at the moment, the amount of information we have about the advent calendar is, well, quite small, honestly. We don't have a huge amount of information about it, which is a little bit sad. What we do have, however, is a listing for the Pokémon TCG Advent Calendar 2023, and it is a proper listing with product number and everything else. And as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen, that is excellent news, and that kind of tells us that an advent calendar is going to be coming. I feel very, very confident about it. So what is it likely to look like? Well, look, I mean, if we go back far enough, there were actually a couple of advent calendars that we've had in the Pokemon TCG going back quite a while, and these are ones where, if at the time you pick them up, you should be feeling, frankly, very, very proud of yourself, because they're amazing. And because nowadays, trying to pick them up for anything like a reasonable sum of money is just absolutely ridiculous, frankly. And I know that's a little bit sad, but that is unfortunately the way it is. We had one in the Diamond and Pearl era, and then we actually had one a little bit later in the Heart Gold Soul Silver era, although I'm not sure that one actually got a release outside of German. I've only got a German look at it, I've only got a German image, and I've had a chat with some friends, and I've not found an English version of this. I'm not guaranteeing that the Heart Gold Soul Silver one didn't get an English release. It might have done, but I'm saying that I've done a bunch of digging and I've not found one. If anybody's got proof of an English release for this, please do let me know in the comment section so we can go and have a gander. That would be absolutely lovely. And they were awesome. Like, if we take the Heart Gold Soul Silver as an example, this was the second one. All I've got here is an image which, you know, just shows the Pikachu with a stamp. And it's got the stamp, and that's lovely. We like this. Now, the Diamond and Pearl one, that got a bit of a wider release. That one definitely got an English release. Now, this is what it looked like on the inside, and this terrifies me because all of the cards are, like, standing up in there, out of sleeves, and not all of them, from the reports I've heard, not all of them actually came out of there in great condition, which I think is fair to say makes me and a bunch of other people a little bit sad. But again, we had promos here with lovely little stamps on. You know, here's Gabite and Piplup. It was a Gen 4 calendar, right? So you know where we're going with this. And they were just existing cards. You know, you'll notice they've got the set symbol of the correct set. They've got the correct number. They are in every way, shape, and form just normal cards, other than the fact that they've actually got this stamp on. And that was basically Gen 4. Because remember, Heart Gold Soul Silver is remake of Gen 2, but in Gen 4. So we're talking very much in Gen 4 here. And then nothing happened for a very, very long time. And then last year, we actually got the Advent Calendar. Now, it's actually called a Holiday Calendar, but I'm sorry, I grew up in England. We call them Advent Calendars. I will be calling them nothing but Advent Calendars. And this was absolutely amazing. The only downside of this, it's not a big downside, but the only downside of this is that it actually released, I want to say in September. And obviously, by the nature of what I do on my channel here, I kind of had to open the entire thing in September and show it off to you guys. Whereas we all know that holiday calendars and advent calendars, they are clearly designed to be actually opened, you know, one day at a time. But hey ho, we got one and that was cool. And for a while, Pokemon have been dancing around this. We got a Pokemon Advent Calendar that just had kind of little models in, which was cool. And we had the Mega Constructs Advent Calendar. We had Mega Constructs, Eevee, and Pikachu. Although for anyone looking for new products in that line, it's been rebranded as Mega now. But the way I always think about this, like, Mega Constructs, if you Google that, you're going to find Mega Constructs. If you Google Mega, you're going to find a bunch of stuff. And also, if you Google Mega Pokemon, you know what you're going to find? You're going to find a bunch of Mega Pokemon. So, I'm sorry, I do think the branding, turning it from Mega Constructs into Mega is, well, I think it's a little bit of I think it's a little bit silly, frankly, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it was the best idea. But anyway, that's by the by. There was also a Funko Pokemon Advent Calendar. So there was a bunch of it around, alright? That's what I'm going for here. There was a bunch of it around. But we didn't get the Advent Calendar until last year. And then we basically ended up, everybody sitting around thinking, I just hope it comes back. I really, really hope it comes back. I hope we get another one. Well, great news, ladies and gentlemen, because we now have actual proper job Advent Calendar coming back. Now, I can't tell you it's going to be the same as last year's Advent Calendar, because frankly, I don't know that it's going to be the same as last year's Advent Calendar. Be cool. And I think it's very likely, and I'm going to carry on with this video under the assumption that it is going to be quite similar to last year's Advent Calendar, but let's be perfectly clear, I do not know that it is the same as last year's Advent Calendar. Please do bear that in mind. Now, in terms of last year's Advent Calendar, the real, as far as I'm concerned, the hook, the selling point, call it what you will, was the promos. There were 8 foil promos with a festive stamp, including 2 Pokemon V and 1 Pokemon V Max. Now, the Vs were Ice Q and Ice Rider Calyrex, and the V Max was Ice Rider Calyrex. And they came through with the lovely holiday stamp. This is nitpicky, I admit. I just don't like the holiday stamp as much as I like the old ones. And I know it's not a gigantic deal and blah, blah, blah. I liked the old stamps better, okay? That's my personal opinion, and I feel okay with this. Doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to get it out there. Now, in addition to that, obviously, we had a Pikachu, and what was interesting is this Pikachu was actually exclusive. It's a So-So Pikachu as well. Everyone loves So-So, the artist. Great artist. And the thing is that all the other cards were just straight reprints, but with the stamp on. And then all of a sudden, we get this Pikachu, which is a brand new exclusive card that cannot be found literally anywhere else. Little bit weird, but still kind of cool. So there's your Pikachu. And then we had kind of the others. Obviously, there's going to be a Delibird. Come on, it's an Advent Calendar. We had an Abomasnow, because I don't know why not. We had a Beartic, because I don't know why not. And we had a Lapras, because I don't know why not. You'll notice that we got a lot of Ice-type Pokemon here, with the exception of Pikachu, because, come on, it's Pikachu. We were going to have a Pikachu. That was always going to happen. But this is a stage where some of you turn around and go, well, hang on a second, Wassy, that's all well and good, but why were there 8 promos in a 24-day Advent Calendar? Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That's the deal. And that's my biggest reservation going into a new Advent Calendar this year. You give me 24 promos, okay, we all know I'm going to buy it anyway, right? But if you give me 24 promos, I'm going to feel good about that. If you give me 8 promos, I'm going to be a little bit sad. Now, the good news is we also got 6 booster packs, which was awesome. 6 booster packs was great. But then it started to fall apart a little bit. On the day where you get a booster pack, that's cool, it's a booster pack. I actually got a couple of decent cards from mine. The opening, by the way, for that is on the channel. Do go check it out. But, you know, we had 14 days, which were basically a promo or a proper booster pack. And on those 14 days, you done good, ladies and gentlemen. You done good. That was awesome. We were very, very happy. The problem is, I do think it is an absolutely fair criticism to say that the 14 days were good and the rest of them weren't that good. The rest of them, we had 2 coins. Now, to be fair, they were exclusive. I believe they were exclusive. They were Ice Cube and Delibird. We got official images of them. They're all right. But you got 2 coins, 2 sticker sheets, a sidekick dangler, and 6 fun packs. Fun packs are where you get free cards, and they're basically commons and uncommons, and they're not actually that fun. One of them's a reverse holo, but they're still not actually that fun. So, yeah, it's not like getting a regular booster pack. So, when you got your 6 booster packs, or coins, or stickers, it wasn't as good. I'ma be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. So, look, 14 of those days were great. Exclusive promo, at least with a stamp, or a booster pack, lovely. The rest of it, I do think it is fair to say it wasn't as we might have hoped. Still not the end of the world, of course. Still a very cool product all in all, but I do need to kind of warn you about that. I cannot say this year's one is going to be the same. I don't have that information. I do think it's fair to make the presumption that it's going to be the same, and that's what you're going to have to be okay with. For me personally, yeah, fine, 14 days are good, the rest aren't that great, but you're giving me 8 promos with stamps and a bunch of booster packs. That'll do, I'll buy it for that. Everybody else, I'm going to let you make your own decisions on it. What I will say is if they put in more actual booster packs, probably would have to raise the price a little bit. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening, and now it's over to you guys. Did you buy last year's Advent calendar, and what did you think about it? Are you excited about this year's calendar? Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Jelena Renji, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.